Okay, guys, I'm freshly back. I've got a second nectar hard juice. This is lychee lilikoi, which I believe people were saying is a Asian, like, citrus fruit. And we know what lychee is that sweet fruit, right? So I've had this one before. I liked it. The only one I didn't like was the one that was, what, jungle juice or something like that? I didn't think that one was very good. So, okay. Alrighty. Yeah, it's pretty good. Jamari is asking me, would I try Hulk Hogan's Real American beer on a stream of Truck Sim? You know, some people recently have been saying that for a DSP Tries It episode, instead of doing like food taste testing like I usually do, I go to the liquor store and people give me a list of like 5 or 6 different beers, and I actually compare them against each other. So I could do like a typical Mexican beer, a typical German beer, and I guess Hulk Hogan's Real American beer could be the typical American beer. Although it's not really typical, it's brand new, right? It only just came out this year. That could be something interesting for a DSP Tries It, but I would definitely need your suggestions of what to get so that I know when I go to the liquor store, you know, to either get it then or ask them, hey, can you order it or whatever, right? So I'd be down for that because I wouldn't drink 6 beers. I just have like a few sips of each beer, right? Okay. Jade says, can we go to Des Moines, Iowa? We have Iowa, don't we? I think we have Iowa. I wanted world map. I didn't want... I wanted the actual world map. How do I zoom out to see the world? There we go. Do we have Iowa? Why can't I zoom out further? I don't want to calculate a route. Oh, it's being stupid. Why can't I zoom out? They won't let me zoom out all the time so that I can see the states. This is stupid. I don't know what state Iowa is. Is it this one? Is this Iowa? Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this. What's the capital of Iowa? Des Moines, right? It is Des Moines? Where the fuck is Iowa? I don't see it. Do we have it? I love it. I'm desperately looking for something. Absolutely everyone in both chats is completely fucking silent and says nothing to help me. We don't have it. It's over here. We don't have Iowa. All right. I don't think we have it, Jade. We can double check, but I don't think we have it. Okay. So we selected the job, and we're going to go to the job now, right? Okay. Now, wait a minute. You're on. We got a little bit of, Boise is not the capital, but it's Boise, Idaho, not Iowa. Even I know that. Okay. Let's go. Let's get our job rolling here. Why is it calculating route? What's going on? Is the GPS glitched? Oh God, I think it is. This has never happened before. Whoa! I think the game is glitched. Look, it won't calculate our route. That's not good. Let's see if it fixes or not. That's not good at all. If the GPS is busted, how am I supposed to play the game? We'll never get there. That's not good. Ugh. All right, guys. Well, here's the deal. By the end of tonight, I want to try to hit another goal. For tonight only, we will bring back the badges on Kick. For 10 gifted subs, you get a VIP badge. You can gift it to someone. For 20 gifted subs, you can get an OG badge you can gift it to someone. And you'll also get the VIP badge if you get an OG badge. Kyler, how are you? A $20 super chat here tonight. Oh, banana. Kyler says, I've been researching for steering wheels for American Truck Sim. Any recommendations? I love this wheel. This is what, the G 340? 640? Is it just the G40? I can't remember the name of my wheel because I threw the box out, but it's super good. I like that it has great force feedback. It handles really well. It fits on a ton of different desks. It fits on mine. I really like this wheel. So, but I don't know the name of it. There's different models depending on which one you want. If you want it for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, etc. But this one I definitely recommend. Thank you, Kyler. $20 super chat tonight. That's the biggest one of the night. Depending on what you get with this wheel, it makes the cost higher or lower. Like just the wheel can be, or you could buy the one that has the pedals. I use the pedals with it. Or you can buy the one that also has the stick shift. I bought the set that had everything, the wheel, the pedal, and the stick shift. So, and that was like, I want to say like $300, maybe just under $300 when I got it, but it was actually on sale on Amazon. Okay. Now, let's see if this fixed, because if it didn't, I don't know how we're supposed to play the game. Is it the 930? There's a G29. I think this is the G930 or 940. I can't remember. I threw the box out, and now I can't remember. Oh, dude, are you kidding? What are we supposed to do, guys? Look. I think the game is glitched. This is not good. Did I accept the job? I'm pretty sure I did. Look, freight market. There it is, set as the GPS destination. It's glitched. This is not good. What am I supposed to do? All I did was install one mod, and now the game appears to be busted. What if I click a different job? Hold on. The truck is on. We're driving. The truck is on, and we're driving. Just for the sake of it, let's click a different job. Like here, click this. Let's click a different job. Let's pretend like I wanted to do this one. The game is broken. Are you fucking shitting me? Now I can't play this game anymore? This is bullshit. Start driving. Nope. Nothing. Oh, wait, it did fix. Okay, it did fit. That was so weird. I had to start driving on the road for it to work. All right, let's pick the correct job then. Well, thank you, King Ferbs. I don't know what the hell it screwed up for. Here, this is what we wanted to do. Ogden. It lost signal? Why does it have simulated loss of signal? It's not supposed to be like real life. I don't want to lose my signal. That's kind of silly if that was true, if that's what it was in the game like that. That is pretty weird. All right, come on. Who's going to take advantage? For the first time in like 2 effing months, I'm offering the badge deal tonight on Kick. VIP badge for 10 subs. OG badge for 20 subs, and you get the VIP, and you don't have to keep it for yourself. You can gift it to your friend, to another viewer. Someone take advantage of that. Let's hit a second goal tonight to make up for earlier this week, yesterday. Right? Let's do it. And it sure would be great if we could get some more support on YouTube, some super chats. Thank you, Kyler, for that. Or some tips. Right now, we're only, what, like $110 away from hitting a second goal tonight. Let's do it. On this lovely first anniversary of the first ever co-op react that I did, that filtered review tech, and he's never been the same since. You're going to bed soon, Jade? All right, you have a good night. I hope you feel better tomorrow. I know you haven't been feeling great today. Will there be an infraction montage at the end of the game, says Pimpin' Pat. I'm sure someone could make one. Sadly, those kind of edited videos don't do very well for me, so I probably won't. What are you talking about? No, we didn't. Someone just said, anniversary of having casino as friends, we almost made a year. Dude, it ended in March. It's August. That was 5 months ago. Technically, it didn't even, it lasted just like half a year, if that. And the whole time they were faking anyway. Everyone knows they were faking. It seems like the only people who were convinced were their viewers. Like, my viewers weren't fooled. I wasn't fooled. They obviously weren't really my friends. It was only their viewers who were fooled by any of this. Have a good night, Jane. There we go. Well, that's the thing, Bookworm. He says the Kino fans were really fickle, weren't they? The truth is that I think their fans are... They're the kind of people that they just want... They want to go where the drama is. Okay? They do. They want to go where the drama is. If I were a drama creator and I split with the casino but I kept making drama, some of them probably would have stuck around and kept watching my stuff, honestly. But I'm not. I'm a gamer. I'm a gaming content creator. That's who I want to be. They don't want to just chill and have a good time. A few of them do. A few of the people who are watching me and stuck around are casino viewers, but many of them made new accounts and things so that people don't know that it's really them. You know, so, I don't want people holding it against me that I watch Phil because now, he's not with casino anymore. But for the most part, you're right. The vast majority of people who watched them and came to check out my stuff and said, I actually really genuinely like Phil's stuff and everything. I like the gaming. I like the chill vibes. The moment that I said, that's it, I'm done with them. Oh, well, fuck Phil. And they all just disappeared, right? Take a look at the people on the top of the Kick leaderboards. The all-time gifters, they're all gone. They all just left or turned on me simply because I said, I'm not doing drama content with the casino. I refuse. So... that's what I mean. Like, if I did do drama content, but just did it on my own without them, and we had a split, I think that a lot of them might have stayed, but that's what they're there for. They didn't come for chill vibing gameplay and stuff like that. So they're not going to stick around after I'm not doing that kind of content anymore, you see? Oh, Jazz, I totally agree with that. Jazz says... A lot of people have stuck around for the past decade, but they just lurk. That I agree with, but that's not what we're talking about. That we're talking about just people who like my content and like me for me. We were talking about people who just started watching me last year because of the casino collabs, you see? Okay. No, see, here's the thing. Tuna Boat says, well, you banned a lot of them. No. They came on my streams completely insulting me, insulting my viewers, saying my content was terrible. They purposefully came and trolled and broke all the rules to get banned. It wasn't, I just one day said, just ban everyone who likes Kino Casino. That's not what happened. In fact, it was the opposite. I said, you guys are still welcome to stay. I want you guys to stay. But many of them just immediately turned on me because I said, I don't want to work with the casino anymore, because of the drama shit. Again, it's just sad. Like, a lot of those people can't really think for themselves. Because I feel like if they would think for themselves, maybe some of them would have stuck around and checked out my stuff longer term. But they just do what they're told. They're basically like really gullible people. They just do exactly what they're told. So if the casino says, oh, fuck Phil now because he's not doing stuff with us anymore and he screwed us and he owes us an apology and all that bullshit, they just listen. They don't think for themselves or anything. They don't listen to a word I say. They just immediately, okay, well, that's what he said, so that's what we gotta do. Well, it's a simpleton's mindset to not have independent thought. It's kind of sad that they're just this, like, really weird groupthink mentality, very sheepish. Well, let's be honest. That's probably some of the reason why so many of them watched and supported me for those few months anyway. Because they were told to, not because they actually checked out my stuff and liked it, but, oh, well, if Kino Casino says that Phil's good, then that means he's good, so we gotta go watch and support him, right? Okay. We're off. This is a longer job, but we have about 40 minutes to do it. I think we'll be able to do it. We're gonna drive all the way through Utah, back to the north, past where we had started Salt Lake City. So we're gonna actually pass right through Salt Lake City, which is gonna be pretty fun. Okay. Let's see here. Big Boss did a $5 super chat. If you went full drama content, do you think it would lead to you having a bigger, more popular channel, or being a variety streamer is better long run? It's this simple. Drama sells. Overall, drama does make a lot of money, and usually drama content creators these days are very successful. The problem with drama content creation is that you have to go all the way into it. You can't just dip your toe in and say, okay, I've decided against it. If you do it, that's it. That's you forever. Because you are now wrapped up with all of these parties who are doing awful things, saying awful things. Skeletons come pouring out of the closet with these people, right? And now you're associated with that group. So you either have to go all in, this is it, this is what I'm gonna do, or not. Me, I'm sorry. I have a wife, and I have a life, and I'm not a 20-year-old guy who's willing to just go all in and say, all right, my whole life will be drama. No, I've had enough. In fact, I'm at the point in my life I want less drama. I've already been there, done that. I want to take a step back with drama, and every once in a while, maybe dip my toe in there for time to time for silliness, but that's not who I want to be, okay? I tell you right now, if I did it full time and I got into full-time feuds with RTU and full-time feuds with LTG and even the casino and all that, I would get way more views, I would make way more money, and I would get way more attention. Other people would pick me up because they would react to my content, and that's how that's how the engine works, right? The whole react cycle on the internet. But that's not who I want to be. I want to chill. I want to enjoy games. I want to have fun times. I want to have good social interactions with you guys. I don't want my entire existence to be crapping on someone, being toxic, because then, I hate to say it, what comes around goes around, right? So just because you're on top of the world today doesn't mean you're going to be on top of the world in 2 months, in 2 years, and boom, it comes back to bite you, right? So I don't want to live that life. Right now, Kino Casino is doing well, but when's the next person going to be exposed who's their viewer who's a pedophile, or who's a groomer, or one of their skeletons falls out of their closet, and now the whole world has to see it, and everyone's going to talk about it because, hey, aren't Kino Casino those guys that make fun of everyone else? Well, now it's time to point the finger at them. You know, like exactly what happened with Review Tech, how he always made fun of me, and then all of a sudden he was the one being made fun of way more than me. So I don't want to be a part of that. I don't. I want to do my own thing. All I want to do is make gameplay footage, chill with you guys, have great discussions, interactions, and just be in my own little spot and don't poke the hornet's nest. I don't want to fuck with anyone. I don't want anyone to fuck with me. Of course, people will still fuck with me because they are degenerate, low-life scum who think that that's a way to get ahead in life. It's not. It's fucked up. It's immoral. And I don't want to be a part of it. So thank you, Big Boss, for $5. And then I received a $15 tip. I did not mean to make that full screen. Whoopsie poopsie. I did not want to make this full screen. I don't know what's going on. Everything's going full screen. I think it's my touchpad malfunctioning again. Okay, I got a $15 tip. I just got a $15 tip. There's no messages attached to it. So whoever that was, thank you. First of all, here's your animation. I'm sorry if you meant to say something. If you want to say something in a tip, you have to put it in the body of the tip. Then I can see it. But sadly, I can't see it. It didn't come through. All right. But thank you. Now we're at 212 out of 300, guys. We are almost to a second goal. And like I said, now we have about over half an hour left on stream. We can make this happen. Let's hit a second goal tonight. Number one, in celebration of the 1-year anniversary of the felting of RTU. And number two, because it would help me a lot to make up for yesterday's Slow Mafia stream and keep us on pace for a very, very soon DSP tries it of Shake Shack, which I want to do. Okay? Let's go for it. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's get some more support. Okay, here we go. Thank you guys for the support today. What an amazing night stream. It's like I said, everyone says, you still playing Truck Sim? Guys, Truck Sim is like one of, if not one of my best streams. Every time we do this, we have a great time together. We hang out, we have fun. Great support, right? People like it so much, like Buckwell. People like it so much, he's donating content. He's like, hey, I'll get another DLC. We'll do a mod tonight, right? It's working out really well. Wait, no, we're going straight. We're turning on the next road. Shoot. I got confused there. All right. Come on, if someone takes me up on my offer for a badge on Kick tonight, we'll hit the goal. We will do it. Right now, let's get someone do 10 subs for a VIP or 20 subs for an OG right now. We'll be right there. We'll hit that goal. Let's go. I haven't offered that in months. And quite frankly, I think people forgot about it because I did too. Like, I don't even think about it anymore. Let's someone take advantage of that deal tonight. Here we go. Bookworm says, Truck Sim seems to be the only stream where I don't have to stop and spank Kick for their nonsense. There you go. Oh, no. Dunsfelter says, well, Bookworm, we're not the ones who thought Boise was the capital of Iowa. Oh, man. That's rough. That's a rough one. Okay. Is there a way to see banned badged people? I can see them only. Like, I can look up right now everyone who has a VIP and everyone who has an OG badge. So I have access to that. You guys don't, but I have a menu for that where I can see them. Oh no, Sneed Cobain says, the casino is talking about you right now. Oh, what a shocking twist. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Did they actually see that I gave them a positive toast earlier? Because if anything, that's the one big thing that I think we all are owed kudos for, is that we kicked ass with that Review Tech documentary react. We really did. It was a unique kind of one-time thing that will never be replicated again. And I think that was truly a moment in time. Yeah, did you know I didn't know that? So Worski Andy Worski, or Andy, whatever his real name is, because I actually forgot what his real last name is. I didn't know that that was him who went viral for the aim, aim, aim thing. I knew of that meme when it happened, but I didn't know who it was. And I had no idea that when I started going on their show and collabing with them that he was the aim, aim, aim meme guy. I had no clue. I only found that out much later. I found that out much later because, remember, during the time when I was working with those guys, there was a big scandal where one of their biggest whales, who apparently had paid for their entire trip to Vegas and basically really whaled out and just, you know, really weird, bizarre behavior that they would pay for a whole trip to Vegas and shit like that. Again, weird shit, right? So apparently that person then got outed as like a pedophile or something. So then they had to hide and lie low. Instead of addressing the allegations, they just basically ignore it all for some reason. And so during that time, a lot of stuff was coming out that was being said about Andy. And he sent me a documentary about him. He was like, if you want the answers about all this, watch this documentary. It covers it really well. So I watched it, but I inadvertently learned while watching the documentary that he was the aim, aim, aim guy, which I didn't know. And then I found out, like, basically he was kind of a meme and a lolcow, you know, way earlier on. And then he turned, you know, he basically took all of that and got off drugs, which, by the way, if he really is off drugs, I have no clue. People used to ask me all these questions. Is he really off drugs and everything? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what he was like when he was on the drugs. So I couldn't tell you if he was different during the time frame that I was, you know, doing stuff with him or not. But good for him if he actually is off drugs, if he really is sober. That's a huge accomplishment. That's really tough to do. And he should get some kudos for that and some respect for that. But yeah, like, I don't know. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know that he'd been involved with memes and lolcow shit beforehand. I mean, same thing with, like, Ashton. I didn't know that he had been involved with all kinds of fucked up stuff before Kino Casino. So basically, when I started working with Kino Casino, there were two groups of people. One group of people said, Phil, don't work with Kino Casino because they're going to stake you, which I kind of knew from day one because everyone warned me. But the other group was, oh no, you don't want to associate with Kino Casino because aren't you aware of all the shit that they've done? You know, the Worski, you know, memes and fucking Ashton and the accusations with him and the fucking chocolate starfish shit. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care what I was like, whatever. Means to an end for me. I knew I wasn't going to stay hanging out with those guys and doing shit with them forever anyway. And I knew as long as I didn't go too deep into it, I'd be fine, you know? Okay. Ooh. Oh, shit. I'm trying to drive with one hand here. Did I get spammed with the Ashton picture? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I saw it. I don't want to see it. But, I mean, at one point, all my trolls were feeding me all the detractor shit about them. So I didn't want to know any of it, and I tried to tune it out. But how do you avoid it? When literally, you got like 100, 200 people spamming you these pictures and fucking memes and shit. Like, what is this? I don't want to see this gross shit. Oh, did you see that? Wow, I made that guy crash. Did you see the guy behind me? I made him crash. Yeah, that was messed up. Excuse me. My dog head is bobbing. Look at that. He's liking the ride. He's digging it. Now the chats have gotten quiet. King Ferb says, why didn't you take the trip to Florida? Because you knew you were going to snake them at that point. Again, I've explained it, but no one listens to me, okay? So here's the deal. I know the entire time that this is just me working with them temporarily. I don't want to do anything long-term with them, but it's working, right? I'm getting a boost in popularity and all of that. And then come you know, January-ish, I've noticed that we're not really doing stuff anymore. And so I would ask every once in a while, hey, are you going to put me on the show, or do you want to do something together? And that's when we were planning Smart Guys and all of that stuff, right? And I can't remember if we had started Smart Guys or we, you know, whatever it was. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, PPP drops in the middle of the night a DM saying that about going down to Hogan's Bar in Florida and all of that. And this is just weird. It's not even like saying, hey, do you think maybe we could at some point meet in real life and hang out and do something? This is like flying. He's going to pay for a flight, expensive. Hotel, expensive. To go out and hang out and drink at Hogan's Bar, right? Now, again, I have to preface this. He didn't say, hey, I want to fly you and your family out for a paid vacation and we'll spend some time together to meet during it. He said, I want to fly you out to Hogan's Bar so we can hang out and drink together. That's weird. Sorry. That's completely weird, especially because I had already told him my life situation, that, you know, stuff was going personally with me and my wife and stuff, and I wanted to spend more time with her, and I didn't get to spend enough time with her. So what made him think that I was going to all of a sudden say, yeah, sure, let's just cancel any kind of stuff that I have going on with my own life and my family here to go fly to Hogan's Bar and spend time with you, right? It was just freaking bizarre. And so the first response I had back to him was, I hope that you don't get offended, but I have to decline. No, you know, my wife and I don't spend enough time together. We got stuff going on here. So then he did exactly what I thought he would do. Then he changed the offer because he realized that what he had done was pretty bizarre. And he said, oh, well then, in that case, well, I'll fly you and your wife down here and we'll all stay at the same hotel and blah, blah, blah. But that wasn't the first offer. The first offer was he just wanted to fly me out to fucking be bros, right? And that's, I'm sorry, I'm a married dude. I'm 43 years old. Let me put it this way. If Ashton had said, I want to fly to Seattle, I'm going to do some stuff in Seattle. Maybe Andy and I are going to do some shit in Seattle, have a fan meetup in Seattle. But you come and you hang out with us while we're there, and we meet and we spend some time together and we meet the fans, then I would have been like, okay, maybe, that sounds all right. That's business related, but also we can meet, maybe be friendly in person, something like that, right? That sounds way better than, I want to pay your way to fly you across the country to Florida. Literally the furthest possible distance you can fly in the United States from where you live. So it's the longest flight, the most expensive flight possible, for you to just go to a bar with me and drink at Hulk Hogan's bar. And by the way, can I ask an honest question? What's the fucking obsession with Hulk Hogan? I don't have one, all right? That's a detractor meme. Oh, Phil wants to pull the Hogans, and I roll with it. It's funny, right? I'll pull the Hogans. I wasn't in love with Hulk Hogan, all right? I wasn't. When I was a kid, I saw him as like a hero figure because I was a kid. Then when I realized that wrestling wasn't real, I stopped idolizing Hulk Hogan. That was a long time ago. I don't talk about the guy. I don't think about the guy. It's a meme. It's a funny thing to reference because my detractors bring it up because they're fucking obsessed idiots. But it's not real. I have absolutely zero desire to meet Hulk Hogan. Now he's gone and I never can meet him in person. I did see him wrestle in person, for the record. I went to a SmackDown where he wrestled. That was kind of cool. But I had no desire to go meet the guy at his bar. And I don't care. It was a fucking really, really weird-ass request. Really weird. Again, out of the blue, too. It wasn't like we had been talking about shit like that. He just out of nowhere, he said, I want to do it. So then, when I turned him down the first time, and then he says, oh, well, I'll fly you and your wife out there. And I turned him down the second time, right? I said, no, I just don't want to do this. Like, dude, I'm trying to explain to him in a way that he doesn't get offended. That, like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't spend insane amounts of money trying to fly me somewhere. Like, we're not friends like that. You know what I mean? But he didn't, like, get it, I don't think. And then later on, now, you know, because we're not doing stuff anymore, then he goes, oh, I was trying to fly his whole family out for a vacation and stuff. What are you talking about? That was never a discussion. The discussion was you wanted to drink with me at Hogan's Bar. And then, on top of that, you tried to cover for it when I said, nah, it's a little weird. Oh, well, I'll fly your wife out and you can stay at the hotel and everything together. Why would my wife want to fly to Florida with me to go to Hulk Hogan's bar? What are you talking about? If my wife and I want to fly somewhere, we're going to fly somewhere we want to go for a vacation. Want to go to Europe or Japan or so, who knows, somewhere, I don't know, but not fucking Florida, Hulk Hogan's bar. It's the last place we would go on Earth if we had a choice of where to go for a vacation. It's just so bizarre. Again, it's so weird. It doesn't make any sense. But that's what I mean, like, but it's weird for me to not want to do that? No, that is weird. That's just as weird as a whale of yours saying, I want to pay for your entire vacation to Las Vegas. Right now, if you guys want to support my stream, please do. If you want to come by and drop subs and send me tips and contribute via the ways that you say this is because of I like your content and I want you to succeed in life, thank you. If right now someone contacted me and said, hey, can I fly you out to some place to hang out with me in Vegas and do this? I'd say, no, that's bizarre. That's really fucking weird. I don't want that. I don't want that level of personal relationship or interaction with a viewer. I have a life. I have a wife. That's who I want to spend time with. Sorry. And I get it. Some viewers, they get so attached, right? They want to... That's just weird as shit to me. But, again, I don't think that Ashton gets that. I think Ashton doesn't have that level of comprehension in his head. It doesn't click with him mentally. He doesn't get that at all. He doesn't understand it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't... And like, what King Ferbs is saying is, well, why didn't you just milk them anyway? Because I don't want to go to fucking Florida and hang out at Hogan's bar. What don't you get, right? What was I going to do? Well, I'll meet you, but only if you fly me to Europe. And I happen to go on a crazy train trip across Europe. Well, guess what? I don't want to spend it at that time with fucking Ashton. I want to be with my wife. So, so no. None of that made any sense at all, right? Damn, I got to get off the highway here. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Not again with this. Oh, fuck this. Fuck this shit. Don't care. Out of the fucking way. Don't care. Going right past the block. No, you see, that's different. Alex from Phoenix says, would it be weird if someone saw you at the grocery store and recognized you and wanted to say hi? No. You come and say, hey, are you Darkside Phil? Yes, I am. Oh, cool, you know, I'm a fan here. Can I take a picture or whatever? Yeah, sure. Good to meet you. And then that's it. And then you go on your merry way and you let me have my personal space, right? But a little interaction, a little hello or whatever, that's cool. But you notice the difference, right? You notice the difference between that kind of interaction or, hey, I want to pay your way to fly you out and spend a time with me at a bar. Wait, what? And I'm sorry, at that point, the stories had already come out about their Vegas trip and the fucking shit that they were doing there and some of the weirdo gay shit that you heard. People watching other people, etc., etc. And it's like, wait, what the fuck? No, I want no involvement. Because who knows? You go out there, you don't know what you can trust. You don't know how crazy these fucking people are. You go out, oh, let's go hang out at a bar with this guy. Next thing you know, someone slips you a fucking roofie, and you wake up 2 days later, right? Like, no. No. Absolutely not. I'm very straight. I'm very happily married. I don't need to be getting into that shit, especially when I'm 43 years old. Get the fuck out of my face and leave me alone. And we're in Ogden, just like that. We're just about to finish our job, folks. Oh, you don't know about the Vegas thing? So what happened was when I was working with them, it came out that apparently they had a whale who paid their way to Vegas. And they had a crazy, uncontrollable trip. They were drinking uncontrollably. They were literally like, I guess, again, this is what I've heard, because this is what people were sending me the information from. They had hookers in their room. One of them was with the hooker. The other one was watching them be with the hooker. They were doing blow. They were all kinds of shit. Okay? So, I don't know. I mean, that's the word that was going around. And people, their detractors were sending me this shit, saying, this is who you're associating with, like, to like, get at me. And I was like, what does this have to do with me? Nothing. But they wanted to, like, rub it off on me because I was, you know, doing the show with them and did a collab with them and shit, you know? It has nothing to do with me, but they wanted to act like that was me now. So like I said, that's when Andy sent me this documentary, and he was like, so watch this documentary. It explains everything about this, and you'll see that trip was before I got sober after the fact. And there was another accusation against him too, some stupid accusation that I guess was false. And I guess the documentary explained that it was false or something like that. See, what a lot of people probably don't know, and you probably wouldn't believe, but this is the truth, is that as I grew up, I was always the responsible one. I was the one who, when we went out with my friends and they were getting irresponsible with liquor and drugs and shit, I was the one who watched over them to make sure they didn't get arrested or get in trouble. I was kind of the guy. I mean, not to say that I didn't drink, because I did. I would still drink when we were out, but I would be the responsible drunk. I would be the one who, like, would watch over everyone else and make sure they didn't lose control and get in trouble. So, very much, it could be, you know, Ashton thinking, oh, I'll fly Phil out here and he'll have a good time and we'll have a... No, I'm the responsible dude. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with my life and everything and be a crazy idiot risking it all. I'm not, unlike what a lot of people think, I'm not having a midlife crisis. I'm very happy in the middle of my life. I don't want it to change or lose what I have just for one crazy weekend at Hogan's Bar. I'm not a moron. Looks like Mars inhabitant had an auto reso, and that counts towards the goal. Thank you, guys. Where is? To the left? To the left. It's a little weird because there's no GPS talking to me this time, so I kind of had to figure out certain turns for myself. All right. We did it. We actually finished with extra time, which I didn't expect we were going to do. Cool. Exactly. You notice the times that I get drunk? Do I get drunk outside of my house at a bar or in Vegas doing crazy shit? No, I get drunk playing Mega Man. Could you be any more boring or responsible of a drunk? I really got sloshed playing Mega Man 6 and got stuck on a Robot Master and raged a little. That's my drunken behavior. You know, I'm not out there doing crazy shit, risking the lives of myself and others and being a general asshole, right? Cool. All right. So thinking of Mars inhabitant. Very nice. 217 is support. All right, I think what we'll do, this is going to be it for the jobs for the week. We don't have time for another job. Let's just go refuel and sleep and call it a night. If we have a few extra minutes, we can hang out together here on the stream, but we don't have that much extra time. Okay, let's just go refuel and sleep. Good night of work tonight here in Utah, right? Utah has been very fruitful. I don't know what this orange shit is. Why are there orange things all over the place? I don't know. Well, we got a rest stop, but not gas. Where the hell's the gas station? Here's one. Okay. This is what we'll go to. Rest stop, gas station. This will be the end of the stream here. So, guys, if you have enjoyed this stream, please support it. Now would be your chance to do so and get us to the second goal. We're actually almost there. And a second goal tonight would not only make DSP Tries It happen more quickly, but would help a lot because basically, excuse me, basically, I didn't have a good job or a good stream yesterday of Mafia, which really sucked because the game itself was really good. But for whatever reason, it just didn't end up being a very good stream profitability-wise. So it would be great to be able to make up for that tonight. We're a good tear. So if we hit 300 bucks, that would be amazing to make up for Mafia yesterday. All right, and I would appreciate that very much, especially it's the 1-year anniversary of the Review Tech collab. And it would sure be great tonight to hit a second goal. And like I said, ultimately my goal is that one day, I don't know when it'll be or how I'll pull it off, but one day I would like to actually top how I did. By the way, we're at Walmart right now. Look, this is actually the Walmart parking lot we're in. One day I would like to top how I did on that stream last year. Like I said, it was around $3,000 freaking dollars that I made during that stream. So I would like to top that someday. And I would like it to actually be genuine supporters of mine, not the Kino Casino fanboy club that just comes out to support because we're felting RTU and they say to do it. It really is amazing how they just command people's money out of their wallets, you know? I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Maybe it's just people have money who like drama. I don't get it. I don't know. I would love to know where the money comes from. No, fuck that. See, Sneed Cobain says, you already proved yourself over the years. Don't worry about doing a better stream than that. No, fuck that shit. I want to do a better stream than that. I do. Sorry, I think that I can. And I think that I should strive for that. It gives me a goal. It gives me something to work toward. That maybe one day can be a big milestone for me that, you know, despite the fact that there's so many people out there who are constantly against my kind of content, they don't want content that's not harmful. They want drama, right? How dare this lol cow not do lol cow content, but instead just do his own thing and still be successful? We absolutely not. We must drag him down to our level. Well, no. I don't want to be dragged down to anyone's level. I want to be successful for me. And I want to show that I can earn that level of success through hard work that's not toxic, that hurts other people. So I guess we'll see. We'll see if I can ever do it. I don't think I'm ever going to do it now, but maybe someday. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens in time. Well, you know, the truth is this, in time things change. All attitudes change, you know. Today, I'm certainly not well loved, but at the same time, I have more people who I think respect me today than I've had in a long time. You guys don't understand how bad it was for 10 years when the internet collectively hated me. Not so much anymore. Now people just don't really bring me up in that toxic context anymore. And I think that's a step up, right? I'd much rather just have people not bother me for the toxic shit than to be the stepping, you know, stone of everybody else. So that's a good thing. You know, when people look at Review Tech and say, wow, that guy's an obsessed loser for bringing up DSP, that's a progress. To understand that people are now seeing that and recognizing it for what it is, you know? So things change, maybe over time, and it may take a long time. I don't have any plans, I don't have any plans to stop anytime soon. So it may take another 10 years, 15 years. But I think public attitudes change, and maybe at some point, people will just not care about all this bullshit of the past, the lol cow nonsense, and people will be able to look at my body of work for what it is, rather than in this weird, corrupted light of twisted hate, and just be like, wow, all right. You know, Phil's okay. Maybe he's not the best. He's certainly not the worst, but he's okay. And then maybe I will actually hit a level of acceptance. And then maybe I can do a stream. You know, one thing that, again, that I would like to do that I just can't do right now is a charity stream. I would like to do a charity event where I'm able to raise funds for a good cause. I still can't do it. I want to, but I still can't do it because they would try to ruin it for me. They would try to actually ruin the charity or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So I think one day I would like to get to that level where I can do the kind of stuff that other people can do, but I can't do right now. That's something that right now I'm just not allowed to do. Why? Because, are you stupid? I guess, Icy Bob, I'm sorry, that was a really stupid question. Why? Dude, anything that I try to do that other people do, immediately, let's send the people involved 5,000 pieces of slanderous thing about Phil, saying that he's the devil and he's a racist and he's a sexist and he's a piece of shit. Then let's say that Phil's gonna scam the charity and keep the money and do that. Are you fucking retarded? Of course I can't do that right now. But that's what I mean. Those kind of attitudes can change in time. They have. Right now, are there people who don't like me? Yes. Obsessed fucking weirdo freaks. It's not like the entire internet hates my guts anymore. They did at one point, but not anymore. Keep in mind, now they just say, they make jokes about me being a games journalist. That's a hell of a lot different than what they used to say about me, okay? So that's a good step. Okay, almost there. Damn, 20 miles to the freaking gas station? I just want to get to the gas station to end the stream. Damn. The Kenworth truck company was discovered. Way station bypass. Okay. I don't have to do this. Okay. All right. All right, guys. All right, this is going to be the end of the stream. Once we get to this gas station, which is right around the corner. Thanks for being a great audience. You rear-ended me. Good. Thanks for being a great audience. Thanks for chilling. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I did. We always have a great time with these streams, right? So if someone was going to contribute last second, now would be the time to do it. If not, I still appreciate that we not only hit a goal, but exceeded a goal tonight. That is excellent of you. Thank you guys so very much. The only bummer is we exceeded the goal, but it doesn't count as another one towards our goals hit. If we had added what we exceeded tonight to the earlier stream of Death Stranding, we would have had another number count. But that's not how it works, you know? So we are at 90, what, 96, 95? 96, right? 4 more streams, or 4 more goals need to be hit for DSP Tries It this week. I'm excited for this DSP Tries It. It sounds good to me. All right. I'm going in backwards. I'm refueling my truck backwards. That's actually pretty funny. It's still fine. All right, and then the rest stop is right over here to the left. Oh, it's straight ahead, actually. Here we go. Cool. Excuse me. All right, let's save up, and then next week we resume from here and we figure out what we want to do next. We had a lot of driving around in Utah today. Went pretty good, made some good money, didn't really crash, actually. So actually now I wonder, what the hell am I going to title the video parts? I didn't crash. There was nothing really super notable, right? Okay. All right, I think there was one final very small tip here. Let's see here. Which I clicked on, it's not working. Dude, I'm having problems with this new email system. There we go. Someone tipped me $1.50 and said, you've matured to the point where you just don't want to waste your time doing stupid shit anymore. Instead, you spend quality time with those you care about. They don't get that because they have a childish mindset. Oh, listen, that is absolutely one thing that is a big difference between me and them, all right? No lie, I'll leave you with this because this is the God's honest truth. Every time that we finished doing an episode of Smart Guys, Ashton and I would sit down and maybe talk for like 20 minutes after the show. And it would be about the show, but also it would be about things in my content, things in their content, possible collabs, ideas for improvement, etc. All right? He outright said to me, Ashton, said, your viewers are not your friends. Your viewers are your wallets. That's what you withdraw money from. That's all they're there for. You use them and you discard them. They don't mean anything to you, and you shouldn't care about them. That's it. And he's saying this to me, and of course, I'm not saying anything against it because I'm still playing the part. And I'm like, I mean, it couldn't be further from the truth. And I want you guys to understand, I cannot be personal friends with every one of you. I hope you know that, right? But I actually really enjoy our nights like tonight where we can just talk and hang out and have a good time. I think that's why these streams of Truck Sim have worked so well. These are the times when I can just have a little drink or two, drive around. Every once in a while I crash, sure. But we talk about all these different topics. We have a great time. We share meaningful time together. Sure, you enjoyed the game, but more than that, we actually had meaningful conversation. How many times can you say you tuned into a Kino Casino stream and you saw them have a meaningful conversation with someone there? It's literally all jokes. It's literally all them making fun of people, ragging on people, and then collecting money. Where's the conversation? Where's the actual interaction, the meaningful moments? There aren't any. It's just all jokes, right? And that's their mentality. We put on a comedy show for you, you shower us with money, and we turn the stream off. They don't care about anything else, right? They don't. So, that's the difference between me and them, is that I'm not like that at all. I really care about these moments we had. As I've grown and matured, remember, I didn't used to do this kind of stuff. In fact, here, I'm gonna turn this off. I did save, right? I'm just gonna turn this off because the music is distracting me. I didn't used to do these kind of streams, right? I used to do, I just sit here playing the game. But as soon as I started doing these interactive streams in 2017, long before I had any interaction with any of these people, right? A light bulb, like ding above my head. I was like, this is so much better having a stream where I can interact, talk, and converse about the game, about life, about other topics, about everything. This social interaction is so much better. It's meaningful. People come to my streams and feel like I got to talk and hang out with Phil today, right? As opposed to, I came and I laughed at a bunch of jokes that this guy put out on his stream. And I'm sure there are some people who come and they laugh at me or they laugh with me, whatever it is. I get that, right? I do. But the funny part about it is I feel like my content's become significantly better and more meaningful to those who watch it since I became this interactive streamer who wants to have conversation and social interaction with all of you. Okay? Sure, you guys absolutely are those who are my support system when it comes to income. But at the same time, I feel like we are people who can have a good time together, just relating, talking about various topics, sharing information with each other about life experiences and things. That's just as meaningful as any of the other stuff, the gameplay, the money. It just is. That's something they don't have and something they never will have because they literally see their audience as wallets to open, unfold, empty, close, and walk away. And if they never see them again, they don't care. There's another wallet to replace it. That's not how I see it. Genuinely, I get sad if there's a regular who disappears or if there's someone who maybe is gone for years and they come back and they say hello. I'm like, wow, that's an awesome feeling. It really is. And I appreciate that very, very much that there's people who've been with me all this time. Who was it? Earlier tonight, someone said, well, there's people who've been watching it for 10 years and they just stay behind the scenes. I appreciate that so much. You have to understand, I get it. We can't be personal friends. It's never going to happen. But the fact that there's people who've been with me along this crazy journey, this 18-year YouTube journey, and you've been watching and engaging and supporting with this content for so long, that means something. Doesn't it mean that I've done something to help the people on this planet? And by the way, I didn't hurt anyone in the process. It wasn't me bringing others down, making fun. And certainly I don't dispose of people at a whim, which is what I was told to do. So here I am a year later, definitely a lot wiser. I've grown. I'm in a much better situation than I was in beforehand. And as much as I really enjoyed some of the stuff that we did, I definitely know now that I've been involved in that that's not who I want to be ultimately. Every once in a while, is it funny to jab at RTU or LTG for the shit that they said and did about me over the years? Absolutely it is. Yeah, get them back every once in a while when I can. But that's not who I want to be as a creator, and I hope you guys understand why. And as you can see, I don't have to be. I have found a level of success that I'm okay with as doing what I want to do. And that's an amazing thing. It took a while. It took 10 years of struggle for me to get to a level for me to find what I liked to do that would work, but isn't toxic. But I found it. I've been doing it now for about 5, 6 straight months with no drama, and it's working. So thank you to all of you, really, who are here supporting my content. I really appreciate you all. You're allowing me to live the dream, essentially, and I don't have to hate myself every morning, and I can still have morals and values because I don't have to degrade others to do things to support my, and get my family what they need. So thank you for that. Okay. All right, guys. Great stream, right? So next week when we play again, we will continue on from Utah and see what else we want to do. I think that someone had said something about going to it was JD said, what about Iowa? I don't think we have Iowa, right? That's one of the DLCs I think we didn't get. So I don't think we can do that yet. But fun stream. Every week I do this, it's always a fun stream. I have a great time. I hope that you guys did too. All right. And thank you for the support. All right. No, I wasn't expecting to hit 2 goals tonight. Sometimes we have done that with Truck Sim. I wasn't expecting that tonight. I'm very happy with you guys and the level of support you give me when I play this game. Thank you so much. All right. Until next week. Thank you guys.